what the f is with all the terrible ABs? Look, there's guys you expect to have really bad at bats. Chas McCormick is one of them. When he's not seeing the ball well, Chas misses by 8 inches. It's like if you threw me in the batter's box and just told me to take hacks. I'm not going to be anywhere near the ball. I can swing the bat, but I'm not hitting shit. That's what Chas looks like. But you expect that from Chas. No disrespect. On occasion, he can't see for shit, and he looks terrible. It's sad. You feel bad for him. But this isn't just Chas. I've seen terrible at-bats from pretty much everyone on the lineup card. And I'm talking about at-bats where you're like, what was their intent coming out to the plate? Like, what was the game plan? We're not running up the pitch count on anybody. We're taking these ugly hacks early in the count a lot of the time. A bunch of ground outs and pop flies. Like, work the count. It seems like there's been no strategy to our approach at the plate over the past couple months. Like, it's eroded over the course of the season. And for July and August, they just don't look like they know what they're doing up there. And I don't know why that is. I don't know who to blame. I don't know if it's hitting coaches or just all the changes that have occurred. Like, nobody can get in a rhythm. The Baltimore series is probably the best example yet. When you almost have a perfect game thrown against you by a rookie pitcher who was 0-6 on the season with a 6+ ERA in his 10th start of his major league career, you are doing something wrong. And then to follow that up with a game you squeak the by on an infield walk-off, and then to follow that up with a game where you get blown out 12-0 and don't score a single run on 6 hits or whatever, and still to be looking undisciplined at the plate like you don't have a clue what you're doing on the third game of that series that we knew was important when the first 2 were relatively embarrassing, even if one ended with a win, is inexcusable. I just don't get how it happens. So I don't know what's going on, but I do know the difference between a good at-bat and a bad at-bat. And sometimes good ABs end with bad things happening, like a line out to just happen to hit it right at a defender. Or you run it up 15 pitches into that AB and then you strike out. Like, that happens, and that is acceptable because at least you're running up the pitch count. What I'm talking about is these 2-3 pitch at bats that just look like a free-for-all. I don't know who's calling the shots there or what, but you see bad ABs from pretty much everybody except Carlos Correa and Jeremy Pena. Pretty much every time they step into the box, I'm like, I know they're not going to f*** around and make me sad in my pants. Even Altuve, and he's kind of always done this because he loves so much to swing at the first pitch, but like, he's had some really bad at-bats. Christian Walker's had some embarrassing ones. Jesus Sanchez, for his last 20 however many at-bats, he's kind of looked like ass. I love that he's having a good time and smiling and robbing grand slams and 3-run bombs. That's great. But like, what is going on with the approach at the plate? Somebody, please, fix it.